Did you know that coffee beans are actually the seeds from the coffee plant? Here is another fun fact about coffee. Our morning coffee might be doing more than just waking you up. New research from the University of Würzburg reveals that the caffeine in your coffee could actually be helping bacteria in your gut become more resistant to antibiotics. Scientists have discovered something unexpected. Certain food ingredients, including caffeine, can make antibiotics work less effectively against bacteria like E. coli. This doesn't mean caffeine destroys antibiotics directly, but it does something far more subtle and concerning. Professor Ana Rita Brochado and her research team tested 94 different substances, including antibiotics, human drugs, and common food ingredients. They focused on 7 specific genes that control transport proteins, essentially the tiny doors and pumps that regulate what gets in and out of bacterial cells. Here's where it gets fascinating. When bacteria encounter caffeine, it activates a gene called Rob. Once Rob switches on, it triggers a cascade of changes in the bacteria's transport system. These changes make it much harder for antibiotics like ciprofloxacin to actually enter the bacterial cell. The bacteria don't become completely resistant, they just become significantly harder to kill. It's like they're putting up stronger shields while the antibiotic is trying to get through their defenses. What makes this discovery particularly concerning is that these effects don't show up on standard antibiotic resistance tests. A doctor might think an antibiotic will work perfectly, but inside your gut after your morning coffee, the bacteria might have other plans. Interestingly, this effect appears to be species-specific. The researchers also tested Salmonella enterica, a close relative of E. coli, and found that caffeine had no impact on antibiotic uptake in that bacteria. The study, published in PLOS Biology, reveals that bacteria can adapt to their environment based on what we consume, even without developing new mutations or resistance genes. Over 200 bacterial proteins changed after caffeine exposure, including those responsible for building the outer membrane pores that antibiotics use to enter cells. This research raises important questions about how our daily dietary choices might interact with medical treatments. As antibiotic resistance continues to be a global health concern, understanding these subtle interactions could be crucial for effective treatment strategies in the future. For more on this story, find a link to the #1 source for science news in the world, Earth.com.